Celtics take a 2-0 series lead in the NBA Finals, beating the Mavericks 105-98 in Boston last night. It was Drew Holiday's turn to shine for the C's, scoring 26 points.
JT was getting to the paint and being double-teamed and making the right plays out of it and just finding me.
The scene shifts to Dallas for Game 3 on Wednesday. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight in Florida. The Panthers drilled the Oilers in Game 1 on Saturday. Baseball, the Yankees eluded the Dodgers 6-4 last night. Aaron Judge hit his league-leading 24th homer.
It's a game of averages, so it's going to go up, it's going to go down. You can't sit there and look at it. If I sit there and look at what it was in April, then I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Mets scored 3 in the ninth and then held on to beat the Phillies 6-5 for a split in the London series. Tigers trounced the Brewers 10-2. Tarek Skubal now 8 of 1. Logan O'Hoppy's 4th hit of the day was a 2-run tater in the bottom of the ninth to lift the Angels over the Astros. Orioles routed the Rays. Grayson Rodriguez took a perfecto into the 6th. Adley Rutschman hit a grand slam and drove in 6 runs. Diamondbacks scored 6 in the second and pounded the Padres. Nationals put up 7 in the 4th as they bounced the Braves. Twins got 7 in the 10th to sink the Pirates. Blue Jays got by the A's in 10 innings. Isaiah Kiner for left drove in 5 runs, 3 with a bases-loaded double in extras. Red Sox rallied past the White Sox in 10 innings. Mariners edged the Royals in 10. Cardinals, Cubs, Guardians, and Rangers win. French Open, 21-year-old Carlos Alcaraz defeated Alexander Zverev in 5 sets to become the youngest player to win majors on all 3 surfaces. He won Wimbledon last year and the U.S. Open the year before. World number 1 Iga Swiatek won her 4th French Open crown on Saturday, and Scottie Scheffler took his 5th tournament title this year, winning the Memorial to give him momentum into this week's U.S. Open at Pinehurst, North Carolina. That's Monday Sports.
It's now 7 till. Coming up, nationwide auto recall for Kia vehicles and some bad boys at the theater when America in the Morning returns after these messages.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Sponsored by Discover. As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, read a book together, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
It's 5 till. This is America in the Morning. If you own one of the nearly 500,000 Kia SUVs recalled, your car could catch fire whether it's parked or being driven. Correspondent Norman Hall explains.
Kia America is recalling nearly 463,000 Telluride SUVs and urging owners to park their cars outside and away from other structures until an issue posing a fire hazard is fixed. The front power seat motor on the affected Tellurides from the 2020 to 2024 model years may overheat because of a stuck slide knob. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the defect could potentially result in a fire while the car is parked or being driven. Kia said to have received reports of one underseat fire and 6 incidents of localized melting of the seat tilt motor. I'm Norman Cole.
The Bad Boys are back, and they led the way at the weekend box office. Entertainment correspondent Margie Zaraletta reports.
It's just us, no backup.
The latest in the Bad Boys movie, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, opened with $56 million domestically, according to studio estimates. It's finally a hit movie for Hollywood when ticket sales have been down for the past several weeks. Plus, it was Smith's biggest movie success since he was banned from the Oscars for 10 years for slapping Chris Rock in 2022.
Oh, I apologize in advance. The eating you're about to see will not be pretty. And if you have young children, this would be a good time for them to leave the room.
Last week's top draw, the Garfield movie, drops to second place.
What if I told you imaginary friends are real? When their kids grow up, they're forgotten.
Are you scary?
Worse. Desperate.
If is number 3, followed by The Watchers and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm Margie Zaraletta.
The Emmys for daytime television were awarded. Kevin Carr has the wrap-up.
The winners of the Daytime Emmys were announced this weekend in Los Angeles.
And the Emmy goes to General.
The big winner was the 61-year-old soap opera General Hospital, which took away 4 Emmys out of 11 nominations. This included Best Directing Team, Best Writing Team, Best Supporting Actor Robert Gossett, and Best Daytime Drama Series.
Dick Van Dyke. Timothy Robichaud.
A notable record was set when 98-year-old Dick Van Dyke won Best Guest Performance in a Daytime Drama Series in Days of Our Lives. Van Dyke is the oldest person to be nominated for a Daytime Emmy, let alone win one.
Thank you so much. This really tops off a lifetime of 80 years in the business.
Other big soap opera victories included The Bold and the Beautiful's Torsten Kay winning his 2nd consecutive Emmy for lead performance in a Daytime Drama Series actor.
You need a whole village of people that have agreed that they're not going to let you down tonight. I have all of that, so thank you.
Michelle Stafford won lead performance in a Daytime Drama Series actress for The Young and the Restless. This was her 3rd win in the category.
I am honored to entertain people. I'm honored to be here amongst you all tonight, truly.
Kelly Clarkson took home the Emmy for Best Daytime Talk Series. Entertainment Tonight won Best Entertainment Series, and Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa won Best Daytime Talk Series hosts. I'm Kevin Carr.
America in the Morning for Monday, June 10th, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
My muscle aches. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and this terrible headache.
you don't always know what's causing it.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had Zika virus from a mosquito. We had a reaction to cockroach allergen.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Defense is at bestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. Just let me in control. Sam, I told you.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We're everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440. News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to be interviewed by his New York probation officer ahead of next month's sentencing in his criminal hush money trial. Mr. Trump will attend virtually today from Mar-a-Lago after holding his first campaign rally since his conviction in Las Vegas. Correspondent Robert Costa.
If we win Nevada, we win the whole thing.
In the sweltering Las Vegas heat, former President Trump took on President Biden.
With his border nightmare, Joe Biden is also waging an all-out war on the workers of America.
And continued to rail against his ongoing legal troubles.
Though a new CBS News poll shows a majority of likely voters say Trump's conviction is not a major factor in November's election.
Secretary of State Blinken arrived in Egypt this morning in yet another push for a ceasefire in Gaza. CBS's Kevin McCormick. This is Blinken's 8th urgent mission to the region since October 7th.
He ain't doing no good.
No firm response to the latest ceasefire deal from Hamas. Blinken will travel through the region, hoping to increase pressure on the militants. His trip comes a day after Benny Gantz, a centrist member of Israel's war cabinet, announced his resignation in a dispute with Prime Minister Netanyahu. Triple-digit temperatures have descended on the U.S. Southwest. It's expected to climb to 104 in Phoenix today.
The last 3 days was brutal.
It's super hot, like I can't even be outside anymore.
It'll get worse. The forecast calls for temps to reach a scorching 110 in Phoenix and Las Vegas Wednesday. No word on how long it'll take to reopen part of the Teton Pass linking Idaho and Jackson, Wyoming, after a landslide triggered a collapse on Saturday. The roadway closed just days before when it started to crack. No one was hurt. It's not COVID keeping kids from learning now. It's no-shows.
The 2024 Kids Count data book is out and found a new national trend that's quite alarming. Our kids aren't going to school every day. In the 2021-22 school year,
They probably all got IEP.
Chronically absent, meaning 10% or more days were missed in the academic year. This was substantially higher than in the 2018-2019 school year. That was the final school year fully unaffected by the pandemic. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Promising news on a COVID flu combo shot. Moderna's reporting this morning a late-stage trial of a vaccine targeting both COVID and flu has proven more effective than standalone shots for each virus. The drug maker plans to file for regulatory approval in the U.S. this summer. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably do that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
One of the newest members of the WNBA is speaking out after she was snubbed for a trip to the Olympics.
Caitlin Clark says she got the call soon before it came out that she would not be on Team USA. Taking it in stride, the Indiana Fever guard says she's excited for those who did make the team and will be rooting for them.
Honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for. That's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there, and I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that, and hopefully in 4 years, when 4 years comes back around, you'll be there.
Among those on Team USA in Paris, Brittany Griner. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Celtics have taken a 2-0 lead in the NBA Finals, beating the Mavs 105-98. Drew Holiday led the way, but teammate Jason Tatum says...
We have so many talented guys on both ends of the floor that it could be a number of guys on a given night. We have a really talented team, and that's how we win games.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio. Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovites.
The doctor's office that mixed up your file has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut
Service has your payment info and last free addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed before your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription type.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but it's 90% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation determining the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Wendy's. Grab a proper breakfast with Wendy's new $3 English muffin breakfast deal. Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Select a request English muffin deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders. Single item at regular price.
Cold front coming through today means another bout of low humidity. Just a small chance of a shower or storm throughout today. Most of us will dry around 89 degrees. The humidity really starts to go down this afternoon. Mid-60s tonight, dry, partly cloudy during the day tomorrow. Temperatures upper 80s with lower humidity. Back down well into the 60s by Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon is also dry, plenty of sun, highs around 90 degrees.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We got an accident reported, so please use caution. Panama at Plum. That's Panama at Plum. Please use caution. We're heading in that direction. Elsewhere, we're looking good. Checking on your traffic flow map on the interstate. So no big backups or slowdowns here. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Curtin State Community College is your ticket to building a solid foundation for higher education or accelerate your career. Enroll today at curtinstate.edu. Classes start August 23rd. Buckle up, it's the law. Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Left.
Good morning. I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Monday. Shark attacks along the Gulf Coast. Two teenage girls from Mountain Brook were recovering after a shark attack over the weekend. One of those girls was in critical condition. Happened at Walton County Seacrest Beach. Another woman was attacked by a shark about an hour earlier. Had a part of her arm amputated. Tuition is going up at the University of Alabama's campuses this fall. It'll jump by as much as 4% depending on which campus you're on and if you're an in-state or out-of-state student. 4% above is needed to pay for things like insurance, technology, and personnel. We're also spending $58 million to renovate and expand the basketball arena in Coliseum. The Alabama National Fair isn't until October, but already booking some big music acts. Country star Jill Scott will take the stage there at Coliseum October 10th. The concert is included with the fair's admission price. The fair runs October 4th through the 14th. That's your news on this Monday.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with,
Call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Summer's here. Temperatures are soaring, and unfortunately, so is the risk of developing skin cancer. The sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can damage your skin if it's not protected properly. So when you're out in the sun this summer, make sure to wear your protective clothing, like hats and long sleeves, and repeatedly reapply sunscreen.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Calusi with today's Tip for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Did you know that tooth decay is an infection? Luckily, cavities are largely preventable. The bacteria that cause cavities pass from parents to children, so good oral health is a family affair. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with a clear toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with your pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take them to the dentist by age 1. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
Job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to be in control. With Sam, I can. Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And good morning, everybody. Before we get anything started here this morning, let me tell you about the Council on Substance Abuse. Now, are you aware that more than 65 million Americans binge drink or drink heavily? Okay, it is Alcohol Awareness Month. This month is set aside to raise awareness of the dangers caused by alcohol misuse. You know, 29% of all traffic fatalities are caused by alcohol. Impaired drivers, teen alcohol use kills nearly 5,000 people a year. That's more than illegal drugs combined. COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse, that's right, is bringing about awareness to reduce the pain and suffering caused by alcohol. Okay, well, by alcohol use. If you or someone you know needs help with alcohol abuse, there is help. COSA cares. Give the Council on Substance Abuse a call today at 262-1629. That's 262-1629. Or go to COSAADD.org. Okay, get educated. Get educated on the dangers of alcohol abuse. Call COSA 334-262-1629 for a safer and sober, brighter future. It's never too late because COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse, cares. Good morning to all of you. It is time to rise and shine. It's time to get up and thank the good Lord for one more day above the ground, and the ground's not above you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It's time for our daily bread. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. What a great way to start today. I can't think of a better way. Good morning to you. It is, believe it or not, June the 10th. I know, the months go by fast, don't they? June the 10th, 2024. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, Every Moment Counts. And if you don't believe me, well, you will. Every moment counts. Our scripture insight today comes from 2 Timothy 4, 1 through 8. We will start it off with 2 Timothy 4 and 5, which reads, keep your head in all situations. Endure hardship. Do the work of an evangelist. And govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is June the 10th, 2024. It is a day that has never been. And it is also a day, believe it or not, that once it's gone, It will never, ever be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. You don't get a do over, you don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should do today that you do not. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So, whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you be proud of what you have done on this day. If you have lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and the mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Because believe me, somewhere along the line, somewhere, we may have forgotten, we've got a little age on us now, but think about it. Somebody, somewhere, helped you along the way. Nobody gets there by themselves. Somebody extended the hand when you needed it. You need to do the same to someone, somewhere, somehow. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live your life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. Every last one of us fails at something. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never, ever quit. Never give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. My mother said, put one foot in front of the other. Nothing beats a failure but a try. The Chinese say, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Because quitters will never win. And winners, well, they're only winners because they never quit. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. It is a great day, a wonderful day to be alive. We'll be back. Every moment counts. That's our daily riff today, June the 10th.
Hello, my name is Sochi Gibson. In today's encouragement from our daily bread, I'll be sharing every moment counts. When the Titanic hit an iceberg in April of 1912, Pastor John Harper secured a spot for his 6-year-old daughter in one of the limited number of lifeboats. He gave his life vest to a fellow passenger and shared the gospel with anyone who would listen. As the vessel sank and hundreds of people awaited an unlikely rescue, Harper swam from one person to another and said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved. During a meeting for survivors of the Titanic in Ontario, Canada, one man referred to himself as the last convert of John Harper. Having rejected Harper's first invitation, the man received Christ when the preacher asked him again. He watched as Harper devoted the last moments of his life to sharing Jesus before succumbing to hypothermia and sinking below the surface of the icy water. In his charge to Timothy, the Apostle Paul encourages a similar urgency and dedication to selfless evangelism, affirming God's constant presence and the inevitable return of Jesus. Paul charges Timothy to preach with patience and precision. The apostle reminds the young preacher to remain focused, though some people will reject Jesus. Our days are limited, so every moment counts. We can be confident that our Father secured our spot in heaven as we proclaim, Jesus saves. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 to 8. In the presence of God and of Christ Jesus, who will judge the living and the dead, and in view of his appearing and his kingdom, I give you this charge: preach the word. Be prepared in season and out of season. Correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. For the time will come when people will not put up with sound doctrine. Instead, to suit their own desires, they will gather around them a great number of teachers to say what their itching ears want to hear. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you keep your head in all situations. Endure hardship. Do the work of an evangelist. Discharge all the duties of your ministry. For I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have longed for his appearing. Let's pray. Jesus, please give us opportunities and the fervent faith we need to share your truth and love with spirit-empowered courage, confidence, compassion, clarity, and consistency. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now, you've had the word, and let us pay homage to our armed forces of these United States of America, whom without, we couldn't talk all the junk we talk in this country every day about whom and whomever we want to. Good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive. And I'm gonna say good morning to all the workers, and I'm coming to work, headed to work this morning. All the city trucks out and about. Okay, I just got one complaint this morning. It's not a complaint, but it's an observation. I know I want to catch the blues for this, but I saw the guys on the city trucks and stuff, and it looked like they're going to. It looked like they're going on what do you call those guys with the chain gang? Look like they're in chain gang trucks. Mayor, we need to do something about them trucks, okay? We got them backed in the back of the truck with windows and little ugly trucks. Listen, it looked like everybody going with it. All I needed to see today was what them things you used to hit the chain thing with. Whatever. That's all. We need to spruce up those trucks for the maintenance people. Okay, that's not a jail truck. It looks like a jail truck. Can we do something about that? I know no one guy ever said, but okay, somebody had to say it. And we need to make those seats in that truck a little bit more comfortable too. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. I mean, I got behind one of those trucks. They seemed they headed to break rocks. Come on, man. And also, good morning to our local heroes. Good morning, Montgomery Police Department, and good morning to our Montgomery Sheriff Department. Lord have mercy, we surely do need them. We need some more police, though. I came up with an idea of how to get more people to become policemen. Okay, I got the idea. Guaranteed to work. I know everybody wants to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. And good morning to Maxwell and Gunner. After all, this is an Air Force town, so we have to pay homage to the United States Air Force. Good morning. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they couldn't pronounce it. Not all of them. So they cut it short and called it Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Good morning to you. As Montgomery is only sojo in the airways, I owe it to my colleagues to mention them every day. Somebody's got to keep freedom free, but freedom comes at a cost. That's why Memorial Day is the most expensive holiday in our country. The costs have been great. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And good morning, and good morning again. It's 7:27 in the morning. Just in case anybody cares what day it is. Well, I mean, I know we care. Listen, we be thankful that you're here. Somebody didn't make it last night. I'm just saying, you might want to think about that for a second. 7:27 in the morning. What's today's date in? Oh, it's the 10th. I should have said I said that a few minutes ago. It is the 10th. But before I get started on anything this morning, I have to. I cut out this portion of my show because somebody said it was. Well, but I like this portion of the show when I tell you the things historically, the things that happened on this day. So I brought that back today. Yeah, I may not do it every day, but I'm going to do it on Mondays and Fridays anyway. Okay, I mean, I don't, because I like this. I learn new things all the time about this thing. You know, as a matter of fact, the other day I spent a lot of time look up the history of Percy Julian, and that was an interesting man. I hope the people who go to that school that we renamed do some study on the man that is named after, like I did. He was an extraordinary man who put up with all kind of crapola and to make it where he made it. And so we need to. Matter of fact, it ought to be, in my opinion, it ought to be mandatory that everybody that goes to that school, the first week of school, learn about him. As a matter of fact, and if you learn about him, you know, maybe you won't act as crazy sometimes in school as we do. Maybe we need to learn about all the people, and we need to put a big plaque on that school of a picture of Percy Julian and some history about the man. And then I think we could give people a little bit more pride because they don't know who the hell he is, you know. But he's a great guy, a chemist, as a matter of fact. Now, I will tell you that Jenkins used to try to tell me who he was, but I never heard of him. So it went in one ear and out the other. But once I took a little time last week and looked him up and did some research about him, wow. And even I think he went to school in Indiana. He was an interesting man. Put up with all kind of crap from Yale. I think it was Yale or Harvard, one of those schools. He was and they wouldn't give him a PhD, not because he did not have the intellect, because he certainly did. Not because he didn't do the studies, because he was black. You know, sometimes that part of our history in this country tarnishes the greatness that we are. But sometimes that part just gets on my nerve because I never really, up in Indiana, I guess we had CRT going on early. You know, I guess we didn't talk about those things. But I tell you, America is a duplicitous personality. It's kind of like with schizophrenic. On one hand, we, you know, freedom and every man to his own self, and men, you know, and then on the other hand, well, stop, except you guys, you know. Again, though, we're a great country. We're not a perfect one, okay? But I tell you, I still rather live here than any place else, okay? I've been to a few places, and none of them places I went to, I want to go back. I don't even want to go to visit. I don't want to go to visit to Spain. I don't want to go to visit to Europe. I don't want to go visit to Germany. I mean Europe. That is Europe. I don't want to go visit to in the Orient. I don't want to go visit it. Now, I want to go visit New York one more time though. That's all. But that's about it. I don't want to. I've just never been to a country that I really wanted to go visit. I just not again. Maybe okay. I'd want to go to Dubai only because I want to see that tall building in person. Now, I'm not going up in that building, okay? There is no way I'm going in a building that goes up to the clouds. If I'm in the clouds, it's in an airplane, I'm headed to heaven. I'm not going to be in a building that long, that large, that high. No way. But I would like to go over there and see it anyway, just at least one time. Anyway, good morning to you. What are some things happening on this day? Well, it is the 204th day. There are 204 days left in the year. And do you realize on June the 10th, 1967, it is the 6-day war in the Mideast involving Israel, Syria, Egypt, Jordan, and Iraq, and ended as Israel and Syria accepted United Nations mediated ceasefire. In 1692, the first execution resulting from the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts took place as Bridget Bishop was hanged. In 1907, 11 men and 5 cars set out for the French embassy in Beijing on a race to Paris. Okay? I don't know why. I guess they just wanted to see how fast the cars would go. In 1935, Alcohol Anonymous, otherwise known as AA, was founded where? In Akron, Ohio, by Dr. Robert Holbrook Smith and William Griffith Wilson. That's when they were all using 3 names. Okay. 1963, on this date, President John F. Kennedy signed into law the Equal Pay Act, and the women are still whining, of 1963, aimed at eliminating wage disparities based on gender. Well, some jobs take more strength than other jobs. I mean, really. Should a woman who can't handle a jackhammer make the same amount of money that the guy handling a jackhammer? Of course not. That's why it's called it's strength. Takes a man. I ain't mad at them. I know they don't like it, but that now, okay, talk show host, yeah. Okay, because that just takes up a little brain power. And I'm not ashamed to say I think most of the time most women are more intelligent than men. I mean, look, think about this for a second. Women have figured out how to get a brother to work for them, work hard all day, come home, and hand them the money. Now listen, if that don't take some intelligence, I don't know what does. So right on for the women. But let's not be whining about if you can't do what a man can do. That's why God made us different, men and women. 1971, President Richard Nixon lifted 2 decades old trade embargo against China. I remember that. I don't really remember it, but I kind of sort of remember. 1977, on this day, James Earl Ray, the convicted assassin of civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., escaped from the Brushy Mountain State Prison in Tennessee with 6 others. He was recaptured, of course, on June the 13th. Guess he didn't run that fast. 1978, a firm written by Steve Coughlin won the 110th Belmont Stakes to claim horse racing's 11th Triple Crown. The year was 1991. 11-year-old J.C. Duggart of South Lake Tahoe, California, was abducted by Philip and Nancy Garrido. Yeah, J.C. was held by the couple for 18 years before he was found by authorities. I don't know how you figured out who he was, but right on. In 2009, James Von Braun, an 88-year-old white supremacist, opened fire in the U.S. Holocaust Memorial and Museum in Washington, D.C., killing security guard Stephen T. Johns. Von Braun died in North Carolina Hospital in January 2010 while awaiting trial. Donald Trump, on this day in 2010, Donald Trump fired Miss California, USA Carrie Prejean, or something like that, who sparked controversy when she said gays shouldn't be allowed to marry. Okay, let me think about that for 1 second. I'll leave that alone. Okay, then. Okay, that's with them and God. In 2013, but I appreciated her for standing for what she believed. I'm good with that. 2013, and like I said, sometimes when you stand up for what you believe, it costs you something, and you better be willing to pay the price. In 2013, jury selection began in Sanford, Florida, in the trial of Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman, charged with second-degree murder in the fatal shooting of a 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Zimmerman, of course, was acquitted. In 2016, Muhammad Ali was laid to rest in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, after an all-day send-off. Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe, who set scoring records and that stood for decades, died in Sylvania, Ohio, at 88. In 2020, protesters pulled down a century-old statue of Confederate President Jefferson Davis in Richmond, Virginia, the former capital of the Confederacy. NASCAR announced that it was banning the Confederate flag on all of its races and venues. The flag has been common sight at those events for more than 70 years. And it was 12 years ago that parts of Northern California and southern New Mexico battled wildfires and that were spreading rapidly through mountainous forest land, forcing hundreds of evacuations. Okay. What else? 7 years ago, British Prime Minister Theresa May struck a deal in principle with Northern Ireland's Democratic Unionist Party to prop up the Conservative government, which had been stripped of its majority by a disastrous election. Unseated Janela, no sense me messing up her name, but I'll try it, Ostapinko of Latvia, stunned number 3. Oh yeah, that's at Tennessee. I don't care about Tennessee. 3 years ago, Republican lawmakers voted with majority Democrats in the Oregon House of Representatives to expel Republican member Mike Neerman, who had left violent far-right protesters on the state capitol in December in 2020. The wife of Mexican drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman pleaded guilty in Washington to charges that she had helped her husband run his multi-billion-dollar criminal empire. Well, she's just doing, she was just doing what a wife's supposed to do, support her husband. I'm just saying, okay. Hey, anyway, she was sentenced to 3 years in prison. And today's birthdays, not that anybody really cares, actor Alexandria Stewart at 83, singer Shirley Austin Reeves is the Shirelles is 81. Okay, and some of these folks older than me. Country singer Tom Schuller is 70. Football Hall of Fame Dan Fouts is 71. Dan Fouts was the man that made the football. I think he used to play with the Chargers, as a matter of fact. Let me see now. Rock musician Kim Deal is 71. Maxie Priest is 61. Gina Gershon is 60. Actor Gene Tipperhorn is 59 years old. Okay, and the rest of these people I never heard of because they're real young, especially a guy that's 19 years old. Yeah, I certainly don't know who he is. Okay, what are we celebrating today? What are we celebrating on today? Well, today is an interesting day because we're celebrating stuff, okay? It is Abolition Day. Okay, I know there's some people still mad about that, but that's just the way it was. Belmont Stakes Day, the Dragon Boat Festival Day, okay? EHS Day, don't exactly know what that means, but I'm going along with it. Martyrdom Day for Sir Guru Arjun Dev Ji, or something close to that. National Bae Day, that's a relationship. Everybody calls their girlfriend or whatever bae, B-A-E. Okay, we used to call them something else back in the day. National Ballpoint Pen Day. So, if you got a ballpoint pen, then I want you to sit there and use it for something. I don't know exactly what, but maybe, just use it. National Bed Bug Prevention Day. Now, I must admit, I've never had bed bugs. I did it. Maybe I had some when I was coming up. I can't remember. Barely slept in the bed. Most of the time, my place is right on the floor beside the bed. National Bed Bug Day. National Black Cow Day. So why we got to pick on the black cow? I've never even seen a black cow. Has anybody seen an all-black cow? I've never seen one. Maybe that's why he got his own special day. I've never seen a black cow. National Coat Day. Okay? I guess that's either a horse or a gun. National Egg Roll Day. I guess that's somebody eats it. National Herbs and Spices Day. When we say herb, we're not talking about marijuana. We're talking about like cumin. We're talking about black pepper and stuff like that. Okay? So when I say National Herb Day and Spices Day, not the bad stuff, the good stuff, like onion, salt, stuff like that. Okay. National Iced Tea Day. That's what I like. That's what I like. Matter of fact, somebody will bring me a jar of iced tea up here. Just bring it on the third floor, and set it out by the door for me, and I'll make sure I get it. I do love iced tea. I love it. National Isabel Day. So if your name is Isabel, today's your day. Sacred Heart Day. That's a little religious celebration. And believe it or not, Slavery Abolition Day in French Guiana. Now the Africans just getting slaves. Meet a Mate Week Day for relationships. National Email Day. I love email. I love ignoring it anyway. National Little League Week Day. National Men's Health Week. Hey, so go to Montgomery's Men's Health Store and get some of them things, and you'll be all right. National Pet Wedding Day Week. I don't know how many pets get married, but if you got one that gets married, we good. And Professionals Week, Right of Way Professionals Week, Superman Week. If you like Superman, today we're celebrating Superman. And Vision Rehabilitation Day. That's the day that's for me, because vision rehabilitation. I gotta get me some new glasses, as a matter of fact. Anyway, those are some of the things we're celebrating in America today. And here's one right here. I just gotta tell you. There was a dog. The dog, his master had a. Then I'm gonna get to the phones in a second. The dog had a master, and the master they rolled over in a truck, right? And the dog got out of the truck, went 4 miles to find somebody, anybody, and it's a true story, anybody, and he found them. And the only reason why they paid him any attention, because he had glass all in his face. Now that right there's a dog. That's the kind of dog you need with you, no matter where you go. He had a lot of glass on his face, and he actually convinced the people he was trying to get to go with him to follow him, and they did. And they saved the man's life. He was in a ravine, and he was let's put it to you this way: the good Lord looked out after him. Okay, but the dog had glass all in his face, and he still ran 4 miles to find somebody. Okay, I will never say anything else about the dog, about cooking them or anything else again. I won't ever do that again. Dogs are man's best friend, or God's man's best friend, but dogs come in a close second. 860-1442, who this is. Good morning, who's this? Good morning. I can't really hear you. Oh no, we good. Yeah, we good. but thanks for thinking about me. I appreciate that. I like iced tea from real women, or real women or real guys, not one who's confused. Good morning, Ed. I'm doing fine. Ed, this is your couple of minutes. I'm giving it to you. You just say what you got to say. All right, Mr. Ed, one more. Good morning on there. I'm doing fine. Yeah, no, that ain't nothing new, though. We do that all the time. Yeah. There's too many other ones to hear about. Mm. Hmm. That was one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why home areas don't want apartment complexes. That's just one of the reasons why they don't. It always seems to bring trouble, and that's why they didn't want them when they tried to build them. Yeah. Mm. 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 I don't know, brother. You got to do what you have to do. I know. Hmm. Hey, trust me. When I lived in the we didn't have this problem. You think yeah, I don't. I used to. Yeah, 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 yeah. First of all, I think if you probably shoot the gun, unlike we need to keep the finger off. Cut it off. Yeah, just cut the finger off. And then, yeah, then castrate them. Yeah. And then castrate them because they don't need to make it no more babies look like them. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, yeah. I gotta go. That's right.
Is self-employed or part of the gig economy? We just put a plan happier. Call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 85. For more than 25 years, but it didn't get there overnight. There were a lot of long days and nights of working just to make ends meet. Good things in life don't always. He's the voice of the ratings.
And it's 7:54 in the morning. One of the things that's kind of I keep hearing that there are more shootings, more crimes, and I don't. Is there a prohibition in the media where we don't ignore? I mean, where we don't tell all the crimes? I understand why we wouldn't want to, but believe me, I do. But if you know something happened, you can prove it, give it to me, and we'll put it out there. I'm not trying to hide from. 860-1440 is the number. That's what we call News Radio 1440. Hot news and burning issues. Don't just tell me justice is not true. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Is that constitution? Is that constitutional? Is that constitutional? I mean, why do you have to bet somebody got shot? Reportable? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's COVID. It's COVID. I know it was. I know because you get $10,000 in the hospital if you got COVID. Yeah, that's what that was all about. Yeah, yeah. And I read that. Yeah. How you gonna like people up? You still put them in. Yeah. Well, maybe you can. The $6 million request. Is that $6 million for that program? See, oh, hell no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm so sick and tired of all these people in the link. This is crazy. $6 million for a program that had to show. Now, show me a situation that no time these people can do. Yeah, me and the mayor and the city council. Yeah, no, oh, hell, no. That must be crazy. $6 million, we can build a basketball gym where the kids can take out their aggression on a basketball field or a new baseball diamond or something. Yeah, no, we don't do that. Hey, I gotta, appreciate it. Gotta go. Our time's up. We'll be back here. $6 million for real? Please smoke.
WLWIAM, home of the Vince Hero Show, heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, the Curious Radio Station. With CBS News on the hour, sponsored by Progressive.
Rodriguez. We begin in Wilmington, Delaware, where Hunter Biden's federal gun trial has just resumed. We could find out today whether the defense will call the president's to testify. Correspondent Scott McFarland is there.
The jury could get this case by the end of the day today, after a week of listening to members of the Biden family testify deaths of Hunter Biden's addiction to crack cocaine. That includes from the widow of Hunter's late brother. Biden was also romantically known to testify about the surveillance video showing the gun that is at the center of this case in October 2018.
Former President Donald Trump takes part in a probation hearing ahead of next month's sentencing in his New York hush money case. Legal analyst Dan Rosenbaum.
Donald Trump will be asked some questions about his conviction. That's why his attorney, Todd Blanche, has asked to be present.
Trump will attend the hearing virtually from Mar-a-Lago. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's about to leave Egypt for Israel in a new bid to secure a ceasefire in Gaza. He spoke months ago on tarmac in Cairo.
The best way, the most effective way, including the hostages, is through this proposal.
Days after a dramatic mission that rescued 4 hostages, but according to Hamas, killed 270 Palestinians. Far-right parties are celebrating big wins overseas in European parliamentary elections. Correspondent Remy Inocencio is at the foreign desk.
With a word in there, I give back to you the choice for the future of our parliament, said French President Emmanuel Macron, dissolving the Republic's legislature in a political earthquake. The France's far-right parties, for the first time, won more seats in the parties he supported in European elections for the 720-seat parliament in Brussels.
Extreme heat alerts going out in parts of the U.S. West. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
It is likely to top the 105-110 degree mark for portions of Nevada, the California deserts, and on down into Arizona.
Turns out a planet-friendly diet is good for you, too. A new Harvard study finds foods that don't dramatically add to greenhouse gas emissions in the growing process are also nutritionally cheap medical tools from your doctor to food.
They said you should have an increase in consumption of healthy foods like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, things you got to look at legumes, things like that. And
key features down 6. This is U.S. News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com. Let's face it, nothing makes you look better than you really are than thinning hair. But what if you could not only increase your hair count, but promote new hair growth without surgery, without drugs or potential side effects, or without a prescription from your doctor? Well, now you can, thanks to a great supplement called Hair Grow, provided by New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Europe. Hair Grow is now available in the U.S. Only Hair Grow contains glucosamine, a powerful antioxidant that has received a U.S. patent. Multiple clinical studies show hair grow is safe and effective in promoting new hair growth. In one study, 95% of patients using hair grow saw increased hair count. Don't lose more time and more hair. Try hair grow today to feel and look your best. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewYorkUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS. Look younger and feel more confident with hair grow by New Nordic at NewNordicUSA.com, or in stores at your local CVS.
A 1990s rocker has hit the road.
That kicked off the triple moon tour in Port Arizona this weekend with Bill, Jeff, and Morgan Wade. The tour is expected to run through summer with 31 stops across the U.S. and Canada, wrapping up in early August in California. The tour comes nearly 30 years after the singer debuted her hit album, Jagged Little Pill. It was released on June 13th, 1995, and is still considered one of the best albums of all time. Monica Wicks, CBS News.
Actor who is in touch with his own mortality. 25-year-old Ian McKellen tells the Sunday Times he'd be interested in reprising his role as Gandalf in the new Lord of the Rings Hunt for Gollum movie if he's alive. He says, hey, these days could be one of his last. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
That $6 million. I thought that $6 million was going to Montgomery, some sort of program that Montgomery is going to do. This reading thing, oh, hell no. I'm so sick and tired of people giving us all this pie in the sky stuff. Show me a city where this freedom organization has stopped crime, and then they're glad we can gladly raise $6 million and everybody be glad to live here. As a matter of fact, we have so many people come from Montgomery that we'd give you $10 million. Okay, that's because we know we live in the same time. I'm sorry. The mayor's gonna have to do a big time singing dad to get me on board with this. No, I'm tired of this so-called program. I mean, my Lord, we pay $42,000 a month for Levitate to tell us what we already could read for ourselves. But our city councilmen and every people in government just didn't want to be bothered with the responsibility of implementing what they read. So $40 $2,000 a month. I'm sorry. No, no. Okay, I may like some Democrats, but I don't really want to be one. All right. Anyway, no, we don't. No, no. $6 million proposal for a community violence intervention program. I'm sorry. I thought that's what we had the Office of Violence Prevention for. Okay. Okay. No, no, no. And you can't do much with little, so you think you're going to do more with a lot more? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, here's something. Here's something. So I go downstairs a few minutes ago, right, to put some money in the tick in the meter down there. So this goes to the head shed too. 'Cause listen, I put money in the thing, and they never work. So after I put my quarters in there, and my dime went in there, and it showed up. Then I put my quarters in there, and now it says out of order. So last week I got a ticket, okay? Because when I pulled up, it was out of order. And then now the police don't give me another ticket. I done got 2 tickets in the last couple of weeks. Come on now. 23 years here. I know what to do. But you know what? Y'all fix these little raggedy meters outside, and then I won't be getting all these tickets. All right? I bet you're not giving the U.S. Marshal Service tickets upstairs. All right? I bet you're not doing it. I'm doing a bet. Mm-hmm. Give an elk dog a ticket though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we got the FBI, the DPP, the U.S. Marshal. I bet they don't get tickets, but I get a ticket on a regular meter. So y'all, whoever works the meters around for the city of Montgomery, they need to fix the meter. Stop asking me for money. Good morning on there. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. And you know what? Right. When really he was killed, he was killed, and it was about some of that stuff I've been talking about. This chasing people around to get people killed. I thought, right, that's what I thought. Right, right, that's what I thought. Exactly. He was, right, right. And they were ditching get right, right. Yeah, they were ditching get right, right. Well, but you know something? I'm sitting there watching when the city council adjourned that day because poor Reverend Wilson, they said he had died. So when you Right. Right. Yeah. But they know right. They made you believe, and I'm telling you, that's what I believe. I said he's 51 years old, what a young man. And they on that day at the city council, when they adjourned in response to what had happened, they said, "Oh, he had died." When we hear somebody had died, normally that means it was something that was we didn't expect it. Right, right. We thought it, but he been hit. He been because police were chasing some crook, which is what I've been whining about forever. The innocent people end up dead. Mm. Well, I can tell you, I can't be insulted in November. And so I can be insulted by what this years about taxes. Yes. I mean, they may be things that he just looked up one morning or whatever, and he passed away. No, he didn't pass, he was killed by another chase by police. And I don't know, now, what I don't know was it six patrol, was it city, was it somebody from the county? I do not know, but this chase these people got stopped. Okay, unless, yeah, the only innocent people always, the guy who be chasing normally gets, his car gets crashed, but they always live, and the innocent people who don't even know that he's coming end up dead. Yeah, you do, yeah, yeah, yeah. And we can't fix them, right? We can't fix them unless we know what it's like a tornado coming. Listen, I know the tornado is coming. Let me know it's coming. At least you give me an opportunity to protect myself or to find shelter. You know, don't tell me, oh, it's good outside. It's all good. And then next thing you know, your house going down the street. No, I don't. I don't. Hey, appreciate it. 860-421-816 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Mhm. Yeah, right. It was giving me the same information that validates what I have been saying. It takes people. Right, right, right. As a member, No, not until I go to. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. And I think there are a lot of positive things, but I think there are a lot of positive. But when you insult the basic intelligence of the citizens, and the other day when they came to the council, oh, we're going to break because he had. Well, okay, we think it's innocent. That's something that, hey, that happens to all of us, right? But they never told us at that meeting that he had been involved in an accident, okay, or anything. They said he was not. And that means to us, yeah, okay, well, it wasn't at the city council meeting. Well, one of the things that you will get from that kind of knowledge is preparation and to understand that in your area where you live, there's a possibility of somebody just going around doing things. And you can prepare yourself. Like, yeah, I mean, we live in a free press, and the press does have a right to know these things. I think you do them. But they don't, yeah. Yeah, I have. Mhm. But isn't it up to those organizations to get that information out? I mean, because I would love to report on it. Yeah. I mean, no, because no. I mean, oh, no, I sent public donation request. What happened was, right, but I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that. Somebody else, yeah, you're right. Somebody else, I didn't know they were going to be there. So, right, right. Somebody did. Yeah, yeah, somebody did. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, it's the media now, but it could be, the hen who guard the hen house, the foxes who guard the hen house are not letting us know what's going on. I think, here's the question. Do we have a right to know? Do we have a right to know? Right, right. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Who determines, you're right, who determines what news is worthy for me to know? Yeah, who determines that? But if he doesn't know about the story, I mean, I guess my question is, who's the gatekeeper here? Mhm. Well, I ain't going out there to find money. But again, Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Now, listen. I understand that point of view. I really do, and sometimes I argue that because I say, well, I don't want if I'm out there in Sturbridge, I'm out there when and all of a sudden every day my property value going down, I can't sell my house. I understand that there are social ramifications. Yeah, listen, it's a good yeah. That's true. But listen, you make a good point, but I don't know who determines what is newsworthy for the public and what isn't. Because here's the problem. Because the minute you start saying, well, we're not going to report this, we're not going to report this, we'll report this, then it's always taken advantage of and it's always misused. That freedom is always, and that's why the Constitution, the First Amendment to the Constitution, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But I do find some intellectual disingenuous when it came to poor Pastor dying. He died because he was basically killed in an automobile, a chase that was given to them by our police department. I don't know which police department was it, Montgomery, whoever chased him. I mean, we are halfway responsible for that. Right. Well, I will promise you, if somebody give me the positive stories, I'll put them on air. Yeah, right. That's true. Okay, David, I can't run behind everybody. They need to just get it up here too. Text me, get it up here, send me an email, whatever. Just send it to me. I'll put it out there. Okay. Okay. Give me something. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be back. Oh, Roberta Franklin, her great song. We'll be back.
855-815-GOLD. You can't read.
What's up, McDonald? The original transportation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. We get from the 30,000 out of the mutual fund. I think it's absolutely free. It's free to have a concept that works, and your options for capitalizing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit information kit. Call 800-951-6464. 800-951-6464. 800-951-6464.
I'm Dr. Anita Chan. Today, from the American Academy of Pediatrics. A moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, read a book to them. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics.
Oh, yeah. Good morning to you. It is 8:32 in the morning. I try to get my kid to say something today. So who's been holding along in there? This guy here. Here. Good morning, your man. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Is it with the FAA, whatever that is? I don't. Okay, 'cause I thought Caleb wasn't Caleb nominated to be something? I thought. Okay, I know. Okay. Wow. Mhm. Right. Of course, you could have let me know that. You could have let me know that they were down here doing that. I didn't. Okay. Mhm. Now, Caleb always talks about it. Caleb always talks about Caleb always talks about it in the organization all the time. I didn't quite understand. I'm not a farmer or anything, but I know anything you can get kids and nature together, they learn things. Mhm. Let me ask you a question. Why is it, let me express it. Why is it that the issues here are not the issues in Prattville? They got some area there, are not the issues in Elmore County or Tulsa County. Is it leadership? Is it an expectation of excellence? I mean, obviously, Montgomery, and I know we got more people, but we don't seem to have the issues in Prattville and Elmore County and Wetumpka. I mean, we just don't. So why, at least not to the extent, are you telling me they don't have the issues that we don't hear about them, or do they not have the issues? Right, right. Mm, yeah. It, mm, mm. Right, right, right. You got a little bit. You're right. We understand. You're right, right. Well, okay, right. But let me correct that. I think we got a lot more law-abiding people in Montgomery than we got bad people. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. I hear you. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yep, they are. That's true. Hey, appreciate it. You got any more good news for me though? Let me know. And I'll make sure we put it out there. Let me see one more call. Good morning on there. Yeah. Well, I do know that we kill people sometimes. Yes, we do. You're full of it. All over this country, I did the thing. I if you look around the nation right now, probably about 500. About 500. I got the list. Oh yeah, I did. I looked it up last week. Well, okay. See, wait, I'm going. Okay, I looked it up last week. All these chases do get people killed. If they don't get them killed, it gets them free. Okay, that's all I can say. Here we go. All right, then. Yeah, for Muslims, I mean, I can only tolerate so much of this stuff. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2022, there were 577 deaths during police pursuits nationwide. And I looked at last year too, but so there are a lot of innocent people killed during police chases. I think we should do away with it. Unless that guy has got a gun looking out the window at people see, I'm with you. But 577 people died less than 2 years ago because of police chases across the country. And America, we have this fixation. This fixation. Love to watch the police chasing somebody. And somebody's life is in trouble when that happens. Okay? I'm just telling you, I think Alabama ought to have a law. You realize in Florida, they changed the law. You get to chase people up and down the street. If somebody else is wanting you to do it. And most of the time, it's not the guy who did the crime. Okay. Good morning. Morning. Good morning, there. I do believe it. I do believe someone's going to firing a weapon. I think you run that stuff over. Well, neither one of them. None of them. None of them. Yeah. Okay. Let it do what it do. That's what the young folks say. Good morning, young lady. Hi. Hmm. Well, good luck on that one. So we got a group of people. We got a group of people at 98% vote for one party. So we ain't that changing people thinking. Generation of thinking. But when you get when you can get 98% of any group to support one idea, that's powerful. I mean, that's powerful. Yes, we are when it comes to voting. Yes, we are. And I vote for them too. Because we got no, not. I know who I'm going to vote for. But I don't vote for just Democrats or Republicans. I vote for we the only group of people in America that vote 98% for one way. No, we're not. We're the only black people, are the only group that vote 98% one way. And it shows up in our schools, it shows up in our society. If you are not thinking, I hear you, I hear you. I gotta go. If you can't deny the truth, okay? What I'm gonna say is everybody's thinking and thinking, somebody's not thinking. And we're the only group of people. We got the highest crime, the highest theft, the highest poverty, highest everything, but every year, every 4 years, we all 98% of us vote one way. There's a correlation there. I'm sure you'll do it when I think about it. Good morning. That was absolutely true. If that was the only tax we had to pay, I would agree with you. But it isn't. Exactly. And they're talking about giving $6 million. Wait a minute. They're talking about giving $6 million to an organization that's not budgeted. Which means they're going to raise more money for a group of people who have not shown me that they stopped signing anything. But money's not the problem with policing. then they got with policing. They got a budget for 500 police officers. They got 293. I mean, okay. Wait a minute, they already got the money. They gave them raises a couple years ago. They got money. They just can't get the people. I got you. I mean, $47,000. I got you come back next time. $47,000 is a lot of money to start somebody, but all they need is a high school diploma. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. It's brave, it's courageous, but again,
here.
Executive Rodriguez will begin with the Biden administration's new push for a ceasefire in Gaza. Secretary of State Blinken is hopscotching across the Middle East today in a bid to get both sides to come to an agreement. Correspondent Cameron McCormick has our top story. As he was leaving Egypt, Blinken indicated the latest plan still faces significant hurdles.
I know that there are those who are pessimistic about the prospect. Understandable.
He insists the Israelis are on board.
The only party that's not said yes is Hamas.
And he's pressing leaders in the region to push Hamas into accepting this deal. 10 days after a dramatic mission that rescued 4 hostages, Hamas says 270 Palestinians were killed in the process. Voters in 27 countries have elected more far-right members to the European Parliament. And political President Macron is calling for a new Senate vote after his party got just half the votes from the leading European party in legislative elections. The defense could wrap up its case at Hunter Biden's federal gun trial today, and the jury could begin deliberating the big question in the case. We have to see the courthouse of Phoenix in Delaware.
There was over 2018 with this drug use. With possessing a gun while being a drug user.
Was not expected to testify in defense. Promising news for people who rather get one shot than 2 ward off the nasty viruses. CBS's Steve Clinton.
Moderna says its combination vaccine to protect against both COVID-19 and influenza generated a stronger immune response in adults aged 50 and older when compared to separate shots against the viruses in a late-stage trial.
Scientists are asking swimmers to keep an eye out. CBS's Manuel Bajorquez from Florida Panhandle.
Florida marine officials patrolled beaches this weekend after a series of shark attacks left several people injured, including a 15-year-old girl whose was bitten off, and much of her right leg will also need to be amputated. Seriously injured off the coast of Oahu.
Expecting to have WAI features including message recognition and photos. Today,
Insured, Detective Q has been obsessed with artificial intelligence lately. The reason why. Services like ChatGPT have exploded in popularity, changing the way a lot of people are using computers.
The Dow is the 8th month in global trading. S&P becomes 12. This is CBS.
People lining up for all your
our future with you need fast from the professional people at Auto Parts. When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you sound different, you listen to music different. How do you do that? Means you also drive different. You're not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by you, the Council. Getting quality employees to fill positions in the company. Really, the manager has unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with performance skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. Employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. President Biden will host a Juneteenth concert on the South Lawn of the White House today. In 2021, President Biden signed legislation establishing Juneteenth, which is officially June 19th, as the nation's newest federal holiday. It celebrates the date of June 19th, 1865, when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, found the land of their freedom. President Biden says this concert will help Americans and Americans compare the power of this day and American history. The concert celebration, which takes place during Black Music Month, will feature artists including Patti LaBelle, Tom Children, and Gladys Knight. Then begins CBS News, Washington. A boat of radio southeast of Portland, Oregon, hopped over a fence through a concession area during the popular ride in the city of Pittsburgh. Rolling the chicken box lifted a woman off the ground, bounced her off its horns, and trampled her to a tree, injured none seriously. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News. When someone drives
I'm getting down. I've been listening to, but I bought my insurance, I bought the life insurance paid off for like 15 years. And then and you get me a note for the term, So you can look at a letter back that says, the term 100%. And the minute it ended, you know, they told us they sent a brother a note. And rather than sending me notes and we keep all the money we paid there and see you later, they didn't do that. No, they didn't do it. They said, well, if you an old convert now, and you had $150,000 and it's now going to $3,750. So rather than get told that they didn't want me anymore, they made it cost for, and so I sent them a note back that said, well, hold on, if I could afford $3,700 a month if I need insurance, I just insure myself. So I didn't hear anything else after that. But I just, how much insurance? You know, I getting older for me pretty good, but man, now when it comes to insurance, I mean, they just wanna, you know, I know you know leave, but you know, just, yeah, and it's actually hard. It's not state farm, they know better. I feel like the state farm is not sure all the other insurance. But it's just that $3,700 a month, that kind of money, I'd be vacationing somewhere right now. Every month, not just month. And I can understand $3,700 a year, maybe. Oh, a month? So, well, I don't know why they just sent a letter that says, hey, we appreciate all that money you gave us. Now get lost. I'd appreciated that, kind of like Publix. Publix don't want me to shop over there. They ought to put a sign outside that says, hey, poor folks, you know, no need to shop here. So then I just go out on base and go to the commissary. Anyway, 860-1440, we're going to get up talking. If we get a chance to get to this someday, no. Okay. Here's one question that I have to ask, and I know and I'm serious about this. If education is the propellant to put yourself in a position to be successful, it doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful just because you have an education. But you are guaranteed not to have one, not to be successful if you don't. I got that part. But in education, and that's what my good lawyer is saying something you don't me about. Education allows us to decipher, to be analytical, to look at things in our lives and analyze the direction in which we're going. And if we're going left, when we should be going right. Okay, if we're going right when we should be going left, it implies logic, it implies reason, and a study of the two, and a little common sense attached to it. So if you got a whole group of people at a 98th percentile voting one way, there's a correlation there, and why, and black folks in America are the poorest people. Some people always whining about how life is unfair, which it does, but it treats everybody unfair. So you don't think there's a correlation when you can convince 98% of a group of people to vote one way? If I ask you what the book of Esther is about, and who are the main characters in the book of Esther, and you ask 10 people, you would probably get 7 or 8 different types of answers. But I guarantee you would not get 98% of them agreeing on the same thing. So how in God's name are the all named here? I don't care if one people voted 98% Republican, I would ask them the same. I would ask them the same question. How can a group of people be convinced that they're all 98 out of 100 of them will vote one way, be it Democrat or be it Republican? And white folks don't vote, okay, 98% Republican. So before you give me that, they don't. Hispanic people don't vote 98% Democrat or Republican either. So why is that the only group in America whose schools are worse, whose prospects for the future are worse, whose crime, whose education is worse, all 98% of them out of 100 will vote one way. There is something wrong with the thinking. But it goes back to what LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, said. He said, if we do this, we will have them in to vote for us for the next 200 years. And he was not wrong. Now what? HCO 1440 is number, so there must be a cause to group voting, group thought, as opposed to individuals determining the way they want to go themselves. Look at our community. Seriously, we have more poverty, worse education system in the country than our community. And the only thing we all have in common is we vote the same way. Tell me I'm lying. Good morning, how you doing? We good. Yeah. Well, I can't answer that. I do believe it's culture. I can't even say, right, I can't even say it's leadership. It's culture, um, and how we adopt. Well, one is rural, though. One is rural, for the most part, rural, and the other, although they are becoming more urban, but it's rural as opposed to urban. You know, so many people stacked on top of each other in Montgomery, whereas in Wetumpka, Millbrook, it's a little bit build up there a little bit, but yeah, yeah, no, but, mm. Well, I don't know. I think the Democratic Party has convinced too many of us as African Americans that it's not our fault. It's the boogeyman's fault. It's not our fault. And that's funny. When I read the story of Percy Twain, who went through all the crap he went through, and the other black folks who put up with crap and still succeeded, I'm tired of hearing the excuses. As a matter of fact, and you follow, I appreciate you follow, those students are getting $1.9 billion you follow, like it. So it seems like when we get out of this area where everybody is thought to think the same, uh, let us spread our wings. Let us try it. I may not like okra, but let me try it. At least see what it tastes like. I still didn't like that. Right. But at least I tried it. There's something about group thinking because when everybody's thinking the same, somebody is not thinking. And there's where we find ourselves in America right now. People really on there. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have a restaurant. You don't have a restaurant. He used to have one. He had one. He was the owner of he was over there on yeah, I think he had it. He- Well, I mean, it may have just been a slip. At least I don't know that it happened right now. No, I know he did have a restaurant over there on the somewhere on one. It's like going to Carmichael. If you go down Carmichael Road, like you're going right before you get to the bypass. Yeah, whatever. But I don't. He doesn't have that now. But they don't return all my calls either, though. I mean, don't take it personal. I know, but wait a minute. Some politicians, I hate to say, listen. They don't return a lot of people's calls. It's not personal with you. I know, but I'm talking to you. But I'm going to give you 3 minutes. But they don't call me back all the time. They don't call everybody back. They can't. Now, go ahead. But now you do know that you can stand outside the library and do all the money where you want to. Wait. But your argument, is that I know, but your argument is that they won't let you give away your money. Yes, they will. But if they won't let you do it in the library, do it outside the library. because we live in a political world. We live in a political world, and that's just the way it goes. I ain't trying to change it. All right, appreciate it. I ain't trying to change it. But we live in a political world. You can't take politics out of politics. Good morning. Morning. Okay, now, I just say all 98%. Okay. Mhm. 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 Mm. Why is it? What? And riddle me this. And if we lived in a panacea, if everything was equal, you will agree that there'll still be somebody on the top and somebody on the bottom. You do believe that, right? Okay. Well, no. So let me ask. I haven't finished with the question. We know that black folks are some of the most resilient people this country has ever seen. They have succeeded. They have made ways when there was absolutely no way. Therefore, by the grace of God, a lot of it, and I did some study on Percy Julian, and this man was a brilliant man, born in 1899, as a matter of fact, went to school in Indiana, Yale wouldn't give him a PhD because he was black, but he still made an impact. And so we got to stop with the excuses, though, but we still make excuses. Well, he went to Indiana, but and they wouldn't give him a degree in because they were prejudiced. Because they were prejudiced. That's the way things were. They were discriminatory. Right? I mean, it was not just him, though. George Washington Carver, Martin Luther King. I mean, Martin Luther King. Oh, wow. Minute. They were wrong. They were wrong. But we cannot undo what to me the biggest difference was this. So here's the biggest difference to me. Back in those days, we knew as black folks we had to strive to be the best we could be, and even at that, didn't mean we were gonna get a break. But we were good. But we were good at what we did. No, we're not. No, no, we're not. No, no, not regular public school. No, we're not. No, no, we're not. We're not. Diane Cross is showing us how to do it, but regular public school, we're not. We're not. That won't take away from the excellence. So, uh, well, everybody's got to make that choice. Everybody has to make that choice. Mhm. Right. Exactly. A lot of them are, right? Well, I can only tell you that making excuses for failure has not gotten us anywhere. No, that will look for it, but that is boring. Oh, I would imagine there will be some, but all day long in America, you can't turn on CNN and say, you got black folks whining and whining and whining and whining again. We're the only ones on TV in these cities whining. No, that's above my pay grade. Oh, no. Yeah. Well, again, then give me the information. I'll put it out there, and people will know. But I'm not a farmer. I hear you. We're talking about this day right now. Though. I'm not a farmer. Okay. Okay. Hey, listen, gotta go to a break. We'll be back 9:29. I'm waiting.
Like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make it happen. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is State Public Health veterinarian Dr. D. Jones. Having fun outdoors can mean fun in the sun, but it can also mean exposure to mosquitoes and ticks. While most insect bites are just annoying, some viruses and bacteria can be spread through the bites. There are several things that you can do to lower your risk, such as using EPA-registered repellents containing 20% deep lopicaridin. It is best to always consult with a pediatrician before using repellents on children. Also, wear light-colored clothing with long sleeves and always check yourself for ticks. Additionally, install or repair window and door screens. Empty any standing water in the yard. Keep gutters clean and drainage ditches free from leaves or other yard debris. This will also help reduce standing water. These basic techniques can help you safely enjoy the outdoors and create memories that will last a lifetime.
My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save on their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you will feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org. Because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Did you know that June is Men's Health Month?
Ladies, now is the time to encourage the men and boys in your life to make that doctor's appointment he's been putting off, or talk to the doctor about the symptoms he's been having. We're outliving men by 5 years. Let's change that by raising awareness this month on preventable health problems, early detection, and treatment of diseases that impact men and boys.
Men, it's time to talk to the younger generation and encourage healthy lifestyles. Exercise more, drink more water, and cut down on junk food. Let's set an example for our kids that will not only affect their lives, but the lives of their children. June is the perfect time to schedule your annual checkup and make those healthy lifestyle changes.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay. All right then. I don't know why we're telling you today. 9:35 in the morning. Let's go back to 20 minutes there. You know, it's quite waiting a long time. Good morning. Yes, sir. My own experience and my experience and my knowledge of how we vote. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's over in South Africa too, but yeah. I don't really care about where they vote. Yeah, I don't care where they vote. We vote. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, sir. Oh, so the Democrats. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, let me ask you a question. Do you want me to give you? Do you want me to give you a list of people in the Democratic Party? Well, you know, most of the time when I can be, most of the time, I'm against some of them. I'm against some of them. I'm against some of them laws. I'm against some of the laws. Yeah, I'm against. Yeah, who's that? Yeah. Please, that. Am I government? Was he sitting in my government? Okay. Yeah, I know. Listen, I like Jeff Sessions. Yeah, I like Jeff Sessions. I always have. Well, as far as, wait a minute, if we were honest, we all have broken laws. Well, let's be honest. We all have broken laws. That's right. And we all have. No, I'm against most of them. Yeah, I'm good. I don't care. I know wait a minute. I know one thing you absolutely are. I know you vote Democrat. I don't even have to ask you. I know you vote Democrat. Because you're glad. Okay. Did you vote Democrat or Republican? No, and that means you voted Democrat. That means you voted Democrat. Listen. Listen. Yeah. I am. I am. Something to do that. Which one? All right. Listen, yeah. I'm not putting the flag like on the that showed the cars back in the day that General Lee. I ain't using that flag. You know it? Yes. Mm-hmm. If you're an engineer, you can figure that out. Wait. If you are an engineer, you ought to be able to figure out how to how to create you ought to be able to figure out how to create a platform if you're an engineer. You're an engineer. You should be able to figure that out. Engineers figure things out. Okay, well, make engineers are paid good money because they figure out problems and solutions to the problem. You got the problem, now come up with the solution. Nobody wants to sit on TV and watch you talk about the generator. Nobody cares about the light bill. Can you charge somebody $200 to watch the light bill? Okay, I hear you. You're not getting it. Okay, who's on there? Morning. Wait a minute, didn't I just get done talking to you last hour? I just got done talking to you last hour. I can only have you 1 hour. Get money on there. Well, you need to call them and tell them to get out of it. 860-1414, and I get it. Just like okay? If you call in the first hour, you can call in the third hour. If you call in the second hour, you can call back the third hour. Okay? The first hour is just free. We'll be back after this. And we'll talk about, when we come back, let's talk about what's on the bucket list. What are some of the things you should do to get older before you leave? Okay.
And clicking on the Spoons tab. Spoons, where the flavors of the river region come alive. See you there.
This weekend, cheer on Olympic hopefuls as they compete for a spot in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games at Montgomery Whitewater. Montgomery Whitewater is partnering with the American Canoe Association and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee to bring the canoe slalom and kayak cross-Olympic team trials to Montgomery this weekend. Festivities begin this Thursday night with Olympic-themed trivia at Eddie's Restaurant. Live music starts Friday night on the patio at 6 p.m. Team trial races start at 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday with live music at 5 p.m. Saturday night. For more info, check out MontgomeryWhitewater.com.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing. You see, every moment, human beings, so they can be loud moments, big moments, little moments, because everything take a moment like that. Give me moments. So just take a moment to look.
The unfortunate thing about some symptoms is you don't understand what's causing it. It's not this. It's to your health will come from
Effects.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking that picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by saying quit it. Then I threw out my answers like no. I did other things too to justify more, and it worked. But I still get crazy, especially on long car rides. Nobody with that. I put a picture of my mother in the car. She died of lung cancer. I'm talking to the now I have 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that home all the things my daughter is going to do in her, including turning 17.
And quote, how wonderful it is. Message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at CDC. More at newsradio1440.com.
There's your 860-1440. Go to the call. We're talking about I got a lot of things I want to talk about. But I got the bucket list that I have. See, see if you guys are up to the challenge. All right? I can ask you a question. Look you all know. Let me see who's on the call right quick. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it does. It does. We know what it is now. Yeah. Yeah. But you're not giving us credit for having intelligence, though. We can just decide not to do those kinds of things, not to put that crap out. So it's green. We control what comes out of our mouth. So it's green. So it's green, and in other words, we are easily bought for a cheap price. Right. I'm just saying, I've been offered, I've been doing this job. I have been offered some things sometimes that I just couldn't do. I've been offered to be on this side or that side. I can't do some things because I don't even need that crap. No, I'm not saying I did in the regular for the last 33 years. Yeah. Well, that's true. You know, me sometimes we talk about us, and we send that blind music and listening to them talk about us. Mm. Mhm. Okay. Also, I got an interesting text here, and I'm going to agree with this gentleman on this. Maybe not for the same reason, but I'm certainly the outcome is the same. It says the only group of people that neither party give or has ever given a dog about, what there's no question, hasn't cared about. Okay? The only people that will destroy the relationship by both parties, absolutely, of our history and our origins, including the proper knowledge of our God, our original language, and more than group of people who see that way absolutely none. And I can't disagree with that. But what I do say, we are where we are. There's nothing we can do about the past. Except hopefully learn from it. Okay? Because we simply need to find something to be proud about our people except this stupid rap music. Okay? So far, we're more profitable in sports, and I do believe it is being shown, what you want to use it. This smartphone, we got doctors, all this. And this guy says, I'm hopeful. Listen, I studied the guy, and I know I don't do other exalted research, but I did on him. And he was just an amazing, there's really a whole lot more stuff that I think I could ever do. Even doing that, even of all the impediments that in his way, and he's not going in person. I'm having nothing to see with this in fact. I had George Washington Carver through things. I imagine that I didn't go to the 70s and the 80s and the early 80s. What is it? We got to do it. We can deal with it, change it, go through it, or complain. And when I came to talk radio, I came up to this station years ago. And I said, I got an interview. And the guy looked at me and said, oh, we play country music here. I said, okay, I play country music. The guy said, no. This is exactly what we play country music. So that's okay, I don't mind. Then he said it for the third time. We play country music. So what do you I was a little slow. The business Indiana stuff, I was a little slow. I didn't know what the guy was telling me yet. You're not going to and so I left out the door. Well, 30 years, 30 years before He's been out of business a long time, and that's still here. So, what can I say? I feel like saying Kentucky News. Yeah, I think all the time. Good morning. I got to treat you the same. I got to treat. I got. I got to treat you the same. I treat you the same. You can talk back to call in the first hour. Call in the first hour. You call back. What? That was the last hour. All right. All right. I got you. I give you a minute. I got to run. I got to go big. He wants to put America first. Brother, there's nothing more important than a politician who wants to put America first. Who? I like Patrick Cannon too. There's nothing more important. There's nothing more important than making your country. Well, no, it ain't my side. Some of that stuff goes to cities. That's up to the city, not the federal government. And hey, listen, let me take one more because I'm running out of time here. Good morning on here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. We do. I was trying to do another WLWIF back in the day. But yeah, I think they went over there. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. I got to get right out of time. Before we go, the bucket list things before I think about doing the get out of here. And these are real. Regular, this is like a bunch of old folks. Yeah, right here. Okay. One, visit your dream destination. Things you've always wanted to go. Think about it. Get it done. Do it. Don't just talk about it. Get it done. Go back to school. If you always wanted to go back to school, this is not me. Not me. Go back to school. Do it. Learn how to think. You can amazed what things you can set down with think work and things of that nature and really comes up to things. Read 100 books in a year. That'll keep you busy. Okay, this is one right here that jump out of an airplane. Okay, civilian jumping is better than military jumping, but I've already done that. Let's take that off the bucket list. Go on a romantic date somewhere. How about bake a cake from scratch? Have something covered. This is important. Volunteer. Now, some people say run a marathon. Well, yeah. And visit all 50 states. All 50 states. And here's the most important one. Make amends with somebody. If you're not getting along with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, call them up. Make a meal. Never good to leave this world without being forgiven or have to be forgiven. Yes, that's it. I got a couple of things next tomorrow. Hey, you get 10 seconds. Okay. Time's up. I'll tell you the last two tomorrow. The bucket list, but make amends with someone if you don't get along. You feel better. See you. Have a great day.
park about an hour earlier and had to have part of her arm amputated. Tuition is going up at the University of Alabama's campuses this fall. It'll jump by as much as 4% depending on which campus you're on and if you're an in-state or out-of-state student. Board members say the bump is needed to pay for things like insurance, technology, and personnel. The board also approved spending $58 million to renovate and expand the basketball arena at Coleman Coliseum. The Alabama National Fair isn't until October, but they're already booking some big music acts. Country star Dylan Scott will take the stage at Garrett Coliseum October 10th. The concert is included with the fair's admission price. The fair runs October 4th through the 14th. That's your news on this Monday.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. A federal jury in Delaware is close to getting the criminal case against President Biden's son Hunter. He did not testify in his own defense. CBS's Scott McFarland's at the courthouse.
The day in court began with a battle over jury instructions, which are really pivotal in this case because the defense has been making this argument through its questioning that the federal